G'day everyone, welcome to part 2 of Norfolk Island. Norfolk Island was an amazing experience. If you haven't seen part 1 of Norfolk Island, I encourage you to look at the vlog that I put up first, which was the awesome sunset at Emily Bay. If not, I'll leave a link to it below. This is part 2 of Norfolk Island. Norfolk wasn't without its challenges. On the first day I had some pretty serious gear failure. And on the second day we were hit with pretty extreme weather. However, by the third day I was able to get out to Ball Bay and shoot a sunrise, and then over to New Farm Road to photograph some Moreton Bay fig trees. This is that vlog. I hope you enjoy it. On Norfolk Island. I'm about 3 to 4 days into my trip here, and I've just come down to Ball Bay this morning to try and capture a sunrise. One thing I'm finding out quickly about Norfolk Island is it's frequented by showers. A lot of cloud out in the horizon here just coming through, so I've got the shower cap on the moment. We've already had a couple of showers, but what my plan is this morning is I'm going to try and capture the sunrise as it comes up over the eastern sky here. I've already got my camera set up and I've got my composition. So we're waiting for a little bit of cloud, a little bit of colour starting to appear in the sky. So I'm hoping in the next 15 minutes or so we'll get a bit of colour across the back of the horizon here, and yeah, we should be able to capture an image. Just going to lift my shower cap up here so you can see the composition I'm going for. I'll take that off the front there, so we can actually see. You see I'm using these rocks here as a foreground interest. I've got the water washing up over the rocks out the front there as a midground, and then hopefully on the horizon out there we'll have the sun popping through. So using the rule of thirds, I've actually got the headland in the top third of the frame. So all we need now is a little bit of colour on the horizon. Well, as you can see, the sun's fully up here now at Ball Bay, and I've managed to capture a couple of images. The sun finally moved away. I ended up going for a vertical composition with the rocks in the foreground and then the sun shining across the rocks as it just rose across the horizon. I was really fortunate. Right at the last minute the cloud just moved away, and I've captured a couple of images here, but now I'm going to pack up and I'm going to head to the far side of the island, and I'm going to look at trying to photograph some of the Moreton Bay figs on the far side of the island. But yeah, what a stunning spot. Got it all to myself this morning. Come down here, not another soul around. There's something about being on this island that's just, I don't know what it is, it's just so relaxing. Gets you away from the stresses of day-to-day life and come out here for a couple of days and capture some images. So it's been really great. So sun's getting a bit harsh now. I'm going to pack up all my gear and head off. Magnificent Moreton Bay fig trees that you can see in behind me. They've got this amazing root structure and the chocolate browns and the greens, and the way they curve and shape, I just thought it'd be a really cool spot to come and grab an image. I've come over here this morning, going to try and capture some of these beautiful trees. These trees aren't native to the island. They probably would have been planted by some of the early settlers or the convicts here. They're over 200 years old. So I'm going to go back to my tiny little car, grab my camera, get set up, try and fire a few shots. Just going to talk you through my composition that I've got here. What I'm actually doing is I'm out in the middle of the road, but there's no problem here. I've only seen one person this morning, and that was a farmer coming past on his way to the market. I'm actually using the road here as a bit of a leading line. I've got a little bit of foreground interest here in the front with this leaf litter and this dark red dirt in front of me. We've got lovely green foliage across the back, and then the incredible root structure of this old Moreton Bay Fig. So my settings, I'm currently on f8 at 1/4 of a second on 100 ISO. 100 ISO is the lowest this camera will go. But we're just starting to get some beautiful light just peeking through now as the sun's getting higher. So I'm going to fire a few more shots. Got to be honest, these trees have been a bit of a challenge just because of the sheer scale and the size of these old giants. What I'll actually do, I'll keep firing a couple more shots, and then I might actually take a shot with myself inside one of the roots just to try and give it a little bit of scale, because it's difficult to pick up from the images the actual size of these old trees. Composition set up here at the moment, looking along the line of trees along the road. You see my composition there I'm just concentrating on all the detail in the root system of these trees and sort of using it almost as a leading line across the shot from this corner right through to the background. Currently I'm on 1/4 of a second at f8 at 100 ISO. No filters, no polarizer, don't really need it here. The light's quite subdued, it's just coming through the top of the trees here. I've had a little bit of cloud here. But all in all, I've had a great morning. I've been able to capture the sunrise earlier this morning and then come across here and capture these beautiful trees. Just going for one last composition here of the roots of these trees. And what I've done is I've actually tried to combine the two trees, this one here and these waving lines leading in here, lead the eye in across to this point here. But I'm also using this tree in the background here as a focal point in the distance. I think that composition works really well. Beautiful contours and colours between the greens and the browns. I'm just going to fire this shot and that'll be it. Norfolk Island. If you enjoyed the content of this video, then please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment or a question below. I always try and respond. If you're new to the channel and you've enjoyed the content, then please subscribe. Tap the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload my next video. Hopefully I'll be around shooting some more landscapes back on the mainland soon. I'll see you then.